My child, tonight you're going to feel betrayed. Tonight you're going to shed tears. Tonight your heart will feel like it's breaking into pieces you don't know how to gather again. But listen closely, because I want you to be in these moments tonight. I want you to walk through what feels unbearable. I want you to face what seems unfair. Because what I'm doing tonight may feel like the end of everything, but it's actually the greatest favor I could ever do for you. I know that sounds strange. It sounds cruel to say that pain could ever be a favor, that heartbreak could ever be a blessing, that betrayal could ever be a doorway to something divine. But stay with me. Because before this night ends, before the last tear falls, you'll understand. Every question that keeps spinning in your mind will finally find its answer. Every piece of confusion will settle into perfect clarity. You'll see why this had to happen, why it had to be tonight, and why I allowed it. Take a slow breath, my child. Don't rush through this message. What you're about to hear will change the way you see everything. It will change the way you see pain, people, love, and even me. So, let's begin. Yes, my beloved child, tonight I'm doing something that will look nothing like love, but it will be the purest act of love I've ever done for you. It won't come wrapped in comfort. It won't arrive dressed in peace. It will come disguised as betrayal. It will sound like heartbreak. It will look like loss. But what it truly is, what it really means, is liberation. You see, I've watched you hold on to something that's been quietly draining your spirit. I've seen the way you've trusted what only pretended to care for you. I've watched you pour your love into something that could never pour it back into you. And I've heard the way you've prayed, asking for truth, for peace, for direction. You didn't know that your answer would come like this, but I did. Because sometimes, my child, the only way to free you from what's fake is to let it break right in front of you. I know that when it happens tonight, when you see the truth unfold, you'll feel like I've abandoned you. You'll think, God, why would you let this happen? Why didn't you warn me? But what you don't see yet is that I've been warning you for weeks. I've been whispering to your heart through uneasiness, through small signs, through moments that didn't feel right. But you didn't want to believe it. You wanted to see the good in them. You wanted to keep peace, to hold hope. You loved deeply, and that's why this hurts deeply. But my child, love without truth is bondage. And I didn't create you to live chained to a lie. That's why tonight, I'm stepping in. I'm not sitting above you, unmoved by your pain. I'm right there beside you, feeling every tear that escapes your eyes. When your heart aches, mine aches too. When you whisper, why? I answer, because I must. Because this is the night I reveal the snake hiding in your garden. The one that's been slithering quietly through your life, disguised as loyalty, speaking sweet words while poisoning your peace. The one that's been watching your every move, pretending to celebrate you while secretly wishing for your downfall. This snake didn't appear suddenly, it's been close for a while. It laughed with you, prayed with you, called you family, maybe even said, I love you. But its heart was never pure. And tonight, I'm pulling away the veil. I'm showing you the truth. Because it's time. The tears that will fall tonight are not a curse, they are a cleansing. They are washing away everything that was never meant to stay. Every illusion. Every false bond. Every whispered lie. You won't see it now, but this heartbreak is not breaking you, it's breaking the chains that kept you bound. Stay with me, my child. Because what I'm about to show you will change everything. Tonight is not about punishment, it's about protection. Tonight is not about cruelty, it's about clarity. For too long, you've been surrounded by someone who smiled while secretly sending daggers to your back. Someone who took your kindness and twisted it. Someone who used your loyalty as a shield to hide their betrayal. And though you sensed something wasn't right, you silenced that inner voice because you loved them. You didn't want to accuse. You didn't want to believe the worst. But now, I can't allow this poison to remain in your life any longer. So, the events unfolding tonight, what you're about to feel, see, and experience, are not accidents. They are divine operations. They are heaven's intervention in disguise. I am stepping in, personally, to expose what's been hidden, to uproot what's been festering, and to heal what's been wounded in you. I know your heart will resist it at first. You'll want to hold on. You'll want to fix things. You'll want to make peace. But this is not a time to make peace with poison. This is a time to let me remove what's been hurting you in silence. You may not understand it now, but soon you will. Because when this snake is gone, you'll realize how much lighter you feel. You'll realize how long you've been carrying a weight that wasn't yours to carry. You'll finally breathe freely again. My child, I know what's coming tonight will test your emotions. You'll feel betrayed. You'll feel disappointed. You may even question your worth. But I want you to know this, your value has not decreased because someone couldn't see it. Your purity has not dimmed because someone chose deceit. Your love is not wrong because someone mishandled it. The problem was never your heart, it was their hidden darkness. That's why I'm revealing it now. Not to break you, but to build you. Not to punish you, but to promote you. Because this heartbreak isn't an ending, it's a transition. You've been praying for blessings, asking for peace, waiting for breakthrough. But how could I bring new blessings into a space still occupied by deception? How could I send new love into a heart still tied to lies? This betrayal is your release. This heartbreak is your rebirth. This pain is the doorway to your next season. Stay calm tonight. Don't react from anger. Don't speak from pain. Watch. Listen. And let the truth unfold. Because the snake is about to reveal itself through its own actions. You won't have to expose it, I will. And when that happens, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember that I told you in advance. That I'm not doing this to destroy your life, but to protect your destiny. You see, the one who has been smiling at you while secretly planning your downfall doesn't know that I've been listening. Every word spoken behind your back, every plot disguised as a joke, every deceitful plan, they have all reached my ears. And now, it ends. This night marks the separation between what's fake and what's true. Between those who claim to care and those who actually do. Between the ones who walk in light and the ones who hide in shadows. You may cry tonight, but your tears are the final drops of that old chapter. When the morning comes, you will rise different. You will rise lighter. You will rise free. Do not chase after what I am removing. Don't fight to keep what I'm ending. Because the moment you try to hold on to what I'm cutting away, you delay your own healing. Let it go, my child. Let it go with peace. Because after this night, the blessings that were blocked will begin to flow again. The doors that were locked will start to open. The opportunities that kept slipping away will start finding their way back to you. I'm restoring everything the enemy tried to take through deception. But first, this must happen. The truth must be revealed. The mask must fall. And when it does, I want you to remember, don't hate them. Don't curse them. Don't become bitter. Because your purity is your protection. Your mercy is your shield. You are stepping into a new level of wisdom. Because after tonight, no snake will ever come near your spirit again. I'm teaching you discernment. I'm teaching you to recognize energy that feels wrong even when words sound right. I'm training your spirit to see beyond smiles, beyond apologies, beyond appearances. You will never be fooled again. You will never fall for false light again. You will never confuse attachment for love again. Because this heartbreak will open your spiritual eyes. And when your eyes open, my child, you'll see that the one you thought you needed was actually the one keeping you small. The one you thought loved you was only there to learn your weaknesses. The one you kept close was secretly close to your enemy. But I'm cutting that tie tonight. I'm closing that door completely. You will cry, but those tears will not drown you, they will cleanse you. You will ache, but that pain will not destroy you, it will awaken you. And when the night ends, you'll see that this wasn't punishment at all, it was deliverance. Because I will never take something from you unless I'm about to replace it with something greater. Stay still. Don't fight what's unfolding. Let me finish what I've started. Because when this night passes, what you lose will not compare to what you gain. This is not a night of loss, it's the night of divine exchange. My child, now that the mask has fallen, you're standing in the space between pain and purpose. It feels quiet, almost empty, like a silence after a storm. You're holding the pieces of what you thought would last forever, and your heart whispers, "What now?" This is the part where I come closer. This is the part where I remind you that everything I removed was never meant to be your foundation. It was sand, not stone. It looked stable, but it could never hold the weight of what I'm about to build through you. Don't rush to fill the emptiness. Let it breathe. Let it echo for a moment. Because that emptiness you feel right now isn't a void, it's a clean space. A sacred ground where I'm about to plant something new. I know it's hard to see through the tears, but what you just survived was a spiritual surgery. I had to cut away something that was quietly killing your peace. I had to separate you from what was draining you of life. It hurts now, yes, but soon you'll see that what you thought was the end was actually the beginning of your deliverance. You've been walking with people whose spirits didn't match your purpose. You've been sharing your heart with souls that never planned to guard it. But no more. I'm shifting your circle. I'm cleansing your path. I'm removing every counterfeit that wore the costume of care. Because the next season I'm bringing you into demands purity. It demands truth. It demands alignment. And what was once tolerable in your past is no longer acceptable for where you're going. This is why I let it happen tonight. Because I refuse to let the same deceit follow you into your destiny. My child, look at me. You didn't lose something valuable, you were rescued from something dangerous. You didn't lose love, you escaped manipulation. You didn't lose stability, you were freed from control. What you felt as rejection was really my redirection. What you thought was betrayal was really my protection. You've cried enough over people who only valued you when you were silent, over hearts that smiled in front of you but prayed against you in secret. You've carried too many memories that weren't worth the weight. It's time to release them. Release the need to be understood by everyone. Release the need to fix what wasn't your fault. Release the idea that you must hold on to prove you care. Let go, my child. Let go without guilt. Let go without anger. Because letting go is not losing, it's trusting. Trust me enough to believe that I saw what you didn't. Trust me enough to believe that I can replace pain with peace. Trust me enough to believe that you're safer without what just left. You may still feel their shadow lingering around your thoughts, their voice replaying in your head, but soon even that will fade. Because when I remove something, I don't just cut it, I heal the place it occupied. Yes, you will heal. Not slowly, not endlessly, but completely. You will wake up one morning and realize you're not heavy anymore. You'll breathe and notice that the ache has lifted. You'll smile without forcing it. That's how restoration begins, quietly, gently, like light rising over the ruins. And my child, when that light comes, it will reveal what I was preparing behind the scenes while you were breaking. Because while you were crying, I was building. While you were hurting, I was aligning. While you were wondering why, I was rewriting your story. Do you remember the dreams you buried? The plans you postponed because you gave too much of yourself away? I'm bringing them back. One by one, I'm reviving the visions you forgot. The gifts you hid. The fire you let fade. You thought the heartbreak closed doors, but in truth, it opened heaven's windows. Watch what happens next. Opportunities will begin to appear out of nowhere. Connections that truly care will step into your path. You will meet people whose presence feels peaceful, not pressured. People who give without taking, who speak truth without agenda. You'll begin to notice that peace feels different from attachment, that love doesn't have to hurt, and that loyalty doesn't require blindness. You are stepping into divine clarity. I'm renewing your mind so you won't be fooled again. I'm strengthening your spirit so you won't depend on temporary people for eternal peace. I'm cleansing your heart so that when real love appears, you'll recognize it instantly. But my child, before the blessings unfold, I need you to do something brave. I need you to forgive. Yes, forgive the one who betrayed you. Forgive the one who lied. Forgive the one who used your kindness. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Forgiveness doesn't make you weak, it makes you free. When you hold on to bitterness, you drink poison hoping they'll feel the pain. But forgiveness empties that cup. It breaks the spiritual tie between you and the wound. It says, you no longer control my peace. The moment you forgive, you unlock heaven's flow. The moment you release them, you make room for me to restore you. Do not worry about vengeance. I have already handled justice. Every word spoken against you, every hidden plot, every false story, I've already overturned it. The truth will speak for itself. You won't have to fight, I've already won the battle for you. Your name will be cleared. Your peace will return. Your worth will shine brighter than before. Because what they meant for harm, I've turned into your elevation. This pain you're feeling tonight, it's the birth pain of transformation. Something new is being born through this heartbreak. Something powerful is awakening within you. You are not the same person you were before this. The version of you that tolerated lies no longer exists. The version that begged for crumbs is gone. You're rising into the person I always knew you were, strong, wise, discerning, unstoppable. Every tear you cried tonight is watering the seed of your next season. And soon, that seed will sprout into blessings beyond what you prayed for. Because your faith, even while breaking, moved heaven. I saw you still whisper my name when your heart was shattered. I saw you still trying to love when love wasn't returned. I saw you still giving when no one gave back. And for that faithfulness, I will reward you. I will open doors that once seemed sealed. I will send provision where there was none. I will align divine helpers who will carry your vision. My child, your story is not ending in pain, it's beginning in purpose. Every betrayal that was meant to destroy you is becoming the bridge to your blessing. Every tear that fell tonight is being recorded in heaven, and none of them will go to waste. You are about to see me restore in ways that will leave you speechless. I'm sending new energy into your home, peaceful, grounded, filled with light. I'm sending protection over your nights so that you sleep without fear, without replaying old wounds. I'm sending strength into your mornings so that you wake with hope, not heaviness. You will notice the small signs first, messages of encouragement from unexpected places, doors opening quietly, hearts softening around you. Those are the whispers of restoration beginning. Soon, even your reflection will look different, because peace changes faces. Joy rewrites expressions. Freedom glows through the eyes. And that's what's coming next. So tonight, don't curse the pain. Don't question why it had to be this way. Hold on, because this was the final storm before the calm. This was the last heartbreak before your healing. The snake has been exposed, the chains are breaking, and heaven is preparing your replacement blessings. The counterfeit has left so the genuine can arrive. Your drought is over. The days of emptiness are ending. The nights of crying without answers are fading. Because this is your turning point. My child, listen carefully. The night of breaking is passing, and the morning of rebuilding has begun. Heaven has already shifted something around you. You may not see it yet, but the atmosphere around your spirit has changed. What was once heavy has been lifted. What was once dark has been cleared. What once delayed you has been released. This is the moment I begin to rebuild everything that was torn down. But this time, it will not be built on lies. It will not be built on fragile people or false promises. It will be built on truth, on peace, and on divine strength. You have walked through a fire that burned away everything that was weak. What remains now is pure gold. And from this purified place, I'm about to create something beautiful. You will notice how quickly things start to shift. The things that once drained you will no longer interest you. The people that once made you doubt yourself will lose access to your spirit. Because your vibration has changed. You've risen to a higher frequency, the frequency of truth. And truth attracts what is real. So watch what happens next, my child. I am going to begin a chain reaction in your life. First, I'm going to bring restoration to your peace. For so long, your mind has been at war. Thoughts kept you awake at night, fears spoke louder than faith. But that ends now. I am silencing the chaos in your spirit. You will feel calm without trying. You will wake up feeling safe, light, and guided. That's how peace works, it doesn't shout, it settles. Next, I am going to bring order to your path. Every confusion that once surrounded your future will begin to clear. You will know which direction to take, who to trust, and when to move. I will make the crooked paths straight before you. You will feel my hand guiding you at every turn. You won't have to chase answers, they will find you. Then, I'm going to touch your finances. The drought that made you wonder if I still remembered you is ending. You're about to step into provision that doesn't make sense. Unexpected opportunities, divine connections, and open doors will begin to show up where you least expect. The same people who look down on you will be witnesses to your elevation. Because I promised I would bless those who stayed faithful, and you did. Even in your heartbreak, you trusted me. Even when you were confused, you still prayed. Even when you didn't understand, you didn't walk away. And now, I am honoring that faith. My child, I'm going to touch your relationships next. Every connection built on manipulation will stay in the past. I'm bringing new relationships that match your soul. People who speak life, who walk in truth, who don't compete but complement. Friends that celebrate you when you win. Souls that understand you without pretending. You've cried over fake loyalty, but now you'll laugh with real love. I'm bringing you peace where there was conflict, clarity where there was confusion, and healing where there was heartbreak. I will also touch your health. The stress you carried in silence, the pain that hid behind your smile, it is leaving your body. You will feel lighter, freer, more alive than you have in years. Every hidden exhaustion, every silent ache, every tension that came from spiritual battles, it's being lifted from your system. You are being renewed, not only in spirit but in body too. You're entering a season of full restoration. Your home will carry peace. Your hands will carry blessings. Your heart will carry joy. And your days will carry purpose. This is not a temporary relief, this is permanent transformation. The same night that broke you has unlocked a dawn that will rebuild you. I'm placing divine favor over your steps. You will start walking into rooms where you don't have to prove your worth, your presence will speak for itself. Doors that were locked for years will open without effort. Your name will be mentioned in places you've never been. Not because of luck, but because of divine arrangement. This is the reward for surviving the betrayal without losing your soul. I saw when you wanted to fight back but chose silence. I saw when you wanted revenge but chose peace. I saw when you wanted to run but stayed faithful. That restraint was your warfare. That patience was your victory. Now, the tables are turning. The same eyes that looked down on you will now watch you rise. The same voices that spoke against you will now speak your praise. Not because you proved them wrong, but because I am proving myself right through you. You will see justice without bitterness. You will see elevation without arrogance. You will see restoration without revenge. This is how I vindicate my children, not through chaos, but through glory. My child, you are about to live what others will call unbelievable. You are about to experience blessings that don't match your pain, they will exceed it. For every night you cried, I am sending a morning of joy. For every heartbreak, I am sending double peace. For every closed door, I am opening 7 more. I will not just restore you to where you were. I will restore you beyond it. Because you didn't just lose something, you learned something. You gained discernment. You gained strength. You gained clarity. You gained wisdom that can't be taught, only lived. And now that you carry that, no one can ever deceive you again. When you meet people in the future, your spirit will sense who is real before your mind can explain it. You'll notice peace or disturbance instantly. That is my gift of discernment. Use it. Trust it. It will protect you more than any warning could. I am also awakening your purpose. There's a calling on your life that pain has been preparing you for. Every heartbreak shaped your compassion. Every betrayal deepened your wisdom. Every loss sharpened your focus. You're not behind schedule, you're right on time. The pain didn't delay you, it developed you. It made you ready for what's next. You are stepping into a season of recognition, not by man, but by heaven. Angels have already marked your name for elevation. The assignments that were once too heavy for you are now being released because your spirit is ready. Expect divine encounters, unexpected messages, random confirmations, sudden peace that feels like a whisper from heaven. Those are your signs that I'm near. You will feel me closer in this next chapter than ever before. Because I am not just your protector, I am your partner in purpose. Together, we will build something new out of the ruins of what was broken. And it will be more beautiful than before. The one who betrayed you will look and not recognize who you've become. Not out of pride, but because pain has refined your light. The one who doubted you will witness your growth and say, how did they rise again? And your answer will be simple, because God rebuilt me. That's what I'm doing, my child, rebuilding you from the inside out. Stronger, wiser, softer, and unstoppable. The days ahead will not look like the ones behind you. You will walk differently. You will speak differently. You will think differently. Because I have renewed your entire being. You are my testimony of survival. Where others would have fallen, you stood. Where others would have cursed, you prayed. Where others would have given up, you kept faith. And because of that, I'm about to reward you publicly for what you endured privately. Every hidden battle you fought in silence is about to bear visible fruit. This is not a coincidence. This is the fulfillment of promise. I will make your name shine in rooms where your presence will carry peace and purpose. You will speak words that bring healing to others who are still where you once were. You will become the voice of comfort you once needed. The very pain that tried to destroy you will become your ministry. That's why I allowed it, my child. Because you were never meant to break, you were meant to transform. My child, now that the fire has passed and the smoke has cleared, what stands before you is something pure. It's you, renewed, reborn, redefined. The version of you that was buried under disappointment has risen again, stronger than ever. The pain that once made you question your worth has become the very foundation of your purpose. You are not who you were before this heartbreak. You are the product of divine rebuilding. Everything that was once against you has become the material I'm using to build your destiny. The lies that were spoken about you are being turned into platforms for your truth. The doors that were closed on you are reopening, not because of who they are, but because of who you've become. This is the season where what was hidden in you will finally be seen. You thought this season would end with silence, but it's going to end with songs of victory. You thought you'd be left empty, but I'm filling your hands with abundance. You thought the betrayal took everything, but what it really did was make room for everything new. You are about to see how heaven compensates those who stayed faithful. I'm not just giving you back what you lost, I'm giving you back more. I'm multiplying peace where there was once pain. I'm restoring joy where there was once confusion. I'm turning every tear into testimony. The tables are not just turning, they're transforming. You won't return to the old table where you were once underestimated. I'm preparing a new one for you. One where those who once mocked you will watch you dine in peace. They won't understand how you healed so fast, how you found peace again, how you still smile after all that happened. But you'll know, because you'll feel my fingerprints on every part of your life. You'll walk differently because your steps will carry grace. You'll speak differently because your words will carry power. You'll see differently because your eyes have learned to recognize truth. You will no longer be drawn to the noise of false affection. You will be drawn to peace, to purpose, to purity. The one who betrayed you has written themselves out of your story. Don't chase them back in. Don't look over your shoulder. I closed that door for a reason. I heard conversations you didn't. I saw intentions you couldn't. And if I let them stay, they would have destroyed the very thing I'm building now. The heartbreak was not rejection, it was redirection. You were never meant to fit into the places that couldn't hold your calling. The people who couldn't see your light were never meant to walk into your destiny. That's why they had to go. That's why I allowed the pain. But now, my child, your night season is ending. This is the dawn of your restoration. The time of loss is over. The time of lack is over. The time of confusion is over. You're stepping into clarity, abundance, peace, and strength. You'll begin to notice it in small ways first: peace in your mornings, laughter returning, your heart no longer racing at the thought of what broke you. You'll realize that you're finally free. Then, the visible blessings will follow. You'll receive a message that changes everything. An opportunity will come that feels like it was made just for you. A door that was once sealed will open wide without your effort. A connection will appear that restores your faith in good people again. That's me, my child. That's me fulfilling my word. I told you I would never waste your pain, and I haven't. Every tear was a seed, and the harvest is ready. You're going to see abundance where there was lack. You're going to see favor where there was delay. You're going to see restoration where there was rejection. Your name will be mentioned in rooms that hold the keys to your next level. Not through manipulation or ambition, but through divine orchestration. People will feel drawn to help you without knowing why. That's my favor resting on you. I am sending resources, connections, and peace that will stay. Not temporary blessings, not short-lived success, but long-term stability. Because this time, it's not built by people, it's built by me. And what I build cannot be broken. This is your era of divine establishment. The same place that witnessed your tears will witness your transformation. The same hearts that betrayed you will see your breakthrough. The same story that once caused you shame will now bring you honor. You will no longer live in the shadows of pain. You will walk in the light of purpose. You will no longer question your worth. You will carry it with quiet strength. You will no longer fear losing people, because you'll know that those meant to stay will never need to be chased. The loneliness you felt was not a punishment, it was a clearing. I was removing noise so that you could hear my voice. And now that you've heard it, you'll never confuse my silence for absence again. You will know that when I go quiet, it's because I'm working behind the scenes. You will understand that when people leave, it's because their chapter is done. You will trust me faster, love deeper, and move wiser. My child, your faith has moved mountains you didn't even see. The battles you fought in your mind were seen by heaven, and I'm rewarding you openly. I'm sending peace into your family, the kind that heals old wounds and ends cycles of misunderstanding. I'm sending provision into your finances, the kind that removes stress and gives you freedom to dream again. I'm sending favor into your work, promotions, ideas, opportunities that multiply your influence without exhausting your spirit. I'm sending joy into your relationships, laughter, understanding, support, and the kind of love that heals instead of hurts. I'm sending healing into your body, strength where there was weakness, renewal where there was fatigue. Every area of your life that was once attacked will now be blessed. The snake has been removed, the poison neutralized, the wound healed. You're no longer living in survival mode, you're stepping into overflow mode. From this point on, nothing missing, nothing broken. The things you feared losing have already been replaced by things that can never be taken. The love you lost is being replaced by peace that stays. The opportunities you missed are being replaced by ones you're prepared for. The people who left are being replaced by souls who understand your purpose. Because now, my child, you finally see that my protection was never rejection. I had to let the storm come so you could find your roots. I had to let the truth hurt so you could grow in strength. I had to let the night fall so you could see my light. And now that the dawn has come, nothing will be the same again. You are stepping into divine acceleration. Everything that was delayed will move quickly now. Everything that was blocked will flow freely. Everything that was denied will return multiplied. You will live in answered prayers. You will walk in visible grace. Even the air around you will feel lighter, because your spirit is finally free. And the best part, this is only the beginning. Because now that you've walked through the valley, you can handle the mountain. Now that you've been broken, you can carry blessing without pride. Now that you've been betrayed, you can love without fear. This is what I was preparing you for. Not a small life, but a great one. Not an ordinary purpose, but a divine assignment. You are my living proof that pain does not have the final word. You are the evidence that betrayal cannot stop destiny. You are the testimony that heartbreak cannot block healing. You are chosen, protected, anointed, and unstoppable. So lift your head, wipe your tears, and walk forward. The night is over. The dawn has begun. And everything you lost in tears, you will now gain in joy. I am with you, and I always will be.